Hey guys, I am back with a new video today. We are going to go through the best classes in Black Desert Mobile. I'm going to mainly focus on the PvP classes and Ascension classes. And this is going to be my opinion. If you guys follow me for a while, you guys know I make the best classes tier list of the games I play. And today we're going to do a Black Desert Mobile. If you guys agree with me or disagree with me, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what your list is of these classes. And follow my socials below if you haven't already. And let's get right into it. We are going to start with the class that I think is the weakest. It's not the Huntress, guys. It is the Giant / Titan. And remember, guys, just because I put Giant at the lowest rank does not mean you cannot beat somebody at the higher rank. It depends on how you play your class and how your enemy plays your class too. If it's a 1v1 or 3v3 and so on, you can still, if you're skillful at your class, you can do good with all different classes. Now, the reason I put the Giant Titan at number 7 is because, first of all, it's a melee class, so melees will always be at a disadvantage in this game, and mainly almost all games. Now, it has good control, good CC, good skills for like grabbing and controlling the enemy. However, since it's being melee, it's really easy to kite. If you're fighting a medium range, long range player, they're just gonna keep you on distance. And since you have no guard, no invulnerability attacks, you're gonna be taking hits like crazy on this class. For guild versus guild, this mass PvP. As a Giant, you have to be upfront in the battle, attacking and fighting the enemy, and that will put you in a big disadvantage because everybody's going to be focusing on you, and since you have no guard, you have no invulnerabilities, you're going to be taken down very easily. The same goes for 1v1s. If they keep you on range and you're melee and you don't have any guard, no invulnerability attacks, you're going to just keep getting destroyed, unfortunately. So in 3v3 you can do a little bit better, but again, it is the bottom class. You can, if you play it right, you can be good. You can, if you can get a chain CC lock on a player, you can do some good damage, but it just has like too many cons on this class. Now let's move on to number 6, which I think is the Witch or the Archmage. I should have it right here. Log in. Now, the Witch, the nice thing about the Witch is it's not a melee class. So you have the like typical mage type class which you have in usual MMOs. It has medium half range attacks. However, it's too dependent on its combos and its skill level. So basically what that means is in PvP, you know, no enemy are gonna let you do your whole combo attacks. No, none of them will let you do it. So basically, you're gonna get stunned, you're gonna control, and you won't be able to unleash your combo, which is the Archmage's biggest strength. Since you have to depend on them, you won't be able to do as much damage as other classes or finish off your enemies. So it's hard to play in PvP. But the pros is that it is fast, it has good mobility. It is range or half range compared to melees, so you'll have advantage there. And it's really good for guild versus guild because in guild versus guild, again, it's mass PvP. You will have range, so you'll be able to do a lot of damage. And if you're uninterrupted, which you mainly will be because you will be range, you can unleash your combos, your AoE attacks, and do a good amount of damage. So that is my opinion on the Archmage and the Witch. Good for good mobility, but depends too much on combos. It's really good for like PvE and stuff because you have the AoE, but for PvP, not the class I would go for, but it is the typical mage class that you will get in most games. Now, for number 5, I do not have a warrior in my character list, so we're going to go out and we're going to click on the warrior instead. I won't be able to show you guys the skills, but it is the first class, warrior. It changes to gladiator. I'll put the gladiator on rank 5. Now, when it comes to warrior, if you guys played other MMOs, you know the warrior will always be the class that is not too strong and is not too weak. It's always the average class. You can never go wrong with the class. It is pretty decent in PvP. It can do some good grabs, good CC. It does good DPS, and it has a really good shield, an Ascension Gladiator. It is hard to play since it's melee. You have to be close up on battle, but it has its attacks. Now for guild versus guild, mass PvP, it is not good. Again, you have to be up close. Since you're a melee class, you have to be able to fight up close, which will put you at a disadvantage always, because everybody will be focused on you. But you have some better blocks than the giant and titan has, so it is a good balance overall class. You cannot go wrong with it. So if you want to check out the warrior, you can. You know, it's a typical warrior class. You have the sword, you have the shield, you have decent DPS, you have the CC, and you have blocks. So that, not much more I can say about the gladiator. So let's go right into the next class. You guys are like, which class is next? You know, this was the number 5th, so we're gonna go to number 4 now. This was hard to because this class is really good, the new Dark Knight or the Void Knight and Ascension mode. Now the Void Knight is a new class that they added recently, so there's not too much info on it, but it's a decent amount. I did some research. I will put the Void Knight, I said Knight. I'll put it on number 4. I was thinking about putting it number 3, but it's more of a number 4 class. It has good damage. Like, he's really good for taking like last hits and stuff, but again, it is a melee class. It will struggle in the guild versus guild battles, but it also have slow attack speed, but you can increase it. But it is really good, strong, good hits, has good HP skills that you can gain when you level it up. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's better than, like, I will put this in the top tier list of classes instead of the bottom tier. The bottom tier are like the warriors and all them, and the Void Knight is like the top tier classes. It does good hits, good at taking last hits in PvP, and coming in and just sweeping the target, and good for like the 3v3 and so on. But again, it will struggle in the guild versus guild because again, it has to be up close on attacks. But it's a fun class to play. I really enjoy playing it. It does like good damage, also does a little magic damage. So fun class, has the day skills, but it's mainly focused on their big hits that it deals. It's good damage hits that this skill can deal. So it's like the big DPS burst DPS class of the classes. So I'll put this on rank 4. It's pretty good, pretty fun class. Definitely check it out. Now let's move on to number 3. I think you guys know like the top 3 list already, but if you guys don't know, we're gonna go with, first of all, the sorcerer, the Raven. So the Raven is, I'm gonna put it on rank 3. The Raven is really good class, not much bad you can say about it. A really good DPS. It also got a recent buff, not too big of a buff, but he got a buff recently in the update. Does good damage, really mobile, has half range, good like assassin type class, can sneak up on the target, but it's really hard to play, but it's really strong, good for PvP, good for guild versus guild too. Even though it's like the half range melee type class, it can do good damage from mid range and sneak up on the target, and it has the Doom Vortex, which is insane. Like the PP damage per hit, like it is meant for PvP than PvE. So he has good knockdowns, good CC, good controls, and it's super fun class to play. It's probably like, from all the classes, it's probably the most fun class I think in PvP to play. It's all these different skills, all these interesting combinations that you can do. But it is, again, really hard to play as a class. You have to learn it properly, and you cannot just auto this class. So I'll put this on rank 3 of the classes, and let's move on to the top 2. Now there's only 2 classes left. Which classes are left, guys? We have the Valkyrie, Paladin, and we have the Huntress, the Archer. So the rank 2, in my opinion, is the Valkyrie. So let's go right into it, or the Paladin. Now the Paladin is really good. Like, a lot of people chose the Valkyrie from the start of the game. It was always good. It was the top melee class in my opinion when the game first started, and it's still really good in its Ascension form, the Paladin. So let's look at the Paladin. Now the Paladin is really mobile, as you guys can see in its attack, really fast, good range CCs, good grabs, great combinations. It is like the perfect melee class that you can get. The only con it really has is that is melee. It will struggle again in guild versus guild, but it can deal really good damage, can do really good CC, good jumps, good charges. Like it is the ultimate class as a melee to play. It has the shield, it has good armor, it has the mobility, and it's just the best melee class hands down. But it will struggle in guild versus guild, but in PvP 1v1s, 3v3s, this class will shred any class if you know how to play it correctly. It's not too hard to play too, like for example the Raven, yeah, it's just like everything. It has everything. It has damage, CC, defense, good combos, grabs, and it has the mobility. So it's not really anything negative you can say about this class. So if you want a melee class that is strong, that is the typical melee, that is not an assassin type, Valkyrie Paladin is the way to go. You guys will enjoy it if you enjoy playing PvP, and it looks flashy and amazing in my opinion. Now let's talk about the last class. The last class that is missing from the list. Which is it, guys? Which class have we not talked about yet? It is the Huntress Ranger. Now it's funny that we came to this. The Huntress did get a little nerf recently, but remember my first best class video that I made of Huntress? Best class video I put the Archer highest. It was really good for like mob farming and everything. It still is super fast, and for PvP really easy to play. This is probably the easiest class to play of all classes. You can even play it on auto and still shred in PvP. It's just super fun. I really enjoyed playing this class. I never played range classes, but I had fun playing it. It's really good. Oh, like he has the long range, really good damage. You know, it can just spam the target. All the melee classes would just get shredded by it. Good evades compared to the other classes. Full range again, super fast attacks. It has everything, like the evasion shot just carries really good in the Ascension form, Huntress form. So definitely good for everything, to be honest, like PvP, guild versus guild, PvE, 1v1s, 3v3s, and nothing bad you can say about it. And even after the nerf, it is just still the best class. The thing is, they're being careful with nerfing, because usually when you nerf a class, people get really upset. So but they knew that this class is so overpowered that they had to give it a little nerf. But it's still the top class, and I don't see it getting any more nerfs. So that is my top 7 list. If you guys agree or disagree, let me know in the comments below. If you guys are playing the game, again, this game, you want to be playing all the different classes, have fun playing it. Now the Archer, again, is very easy, very fun to play. So if you guys like to play more like skillful class, go a little bit more into details and combinations and stuff, I will advise you guys to check out the Raven or the Void Knight. If you guys like a little bit of challenge, go for the Titan on the bottom tier, or if you like the range, you can go for the Archmage. But again, my tier list, this is my tier list of the different classes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you haven't. If you guys want to see more Black Desert mobile content, let me know in the comments below. I'll see you guys in the next time. Bye bye.